मार्केटिंग करके सेल्स में जा रहे हो तो ऑब्वियसली आप वही बोलोगे कि यार ये तो बुकिश तक ही सीमित रहा। But if you are at the right place, I'm repeating again, at the right place, you will apply each and every concept, whatever you are learning here. As basic as probably something that is there on top of my mind is OC में भी learn की company का definition क्या है, private limited का क्या है, उसका limitations क्या है. तो ये सब भी matter करता है. ये शायद बहुत छोटी चीज लगती रहेगी बट दिस बेसिक डेफिनेशन आल्सो मैटर्स एंड दिस विल हेल्प यू. Is just that you have to keep your thinking cap on and try and learn as much as you can. Again, not just from the point of view of academics, but also other things like Dale Carnegie research वगैरह वगैरह. Because आप अगर आगे भी जाओगे मास्टर्स करोगे वहां पर भी ऐसी चीजें रहेगी. Now we are in Vidyalanka. आगे जाके probably if you go to some to do some master's degree in some other college, वहाँ पे 100 विद्यालंकर में से students selected आएंगे. You have to compete with them. So it is not that easy, to be very honest. So I'm very sorry to say this also. I can see most of you in your mobiles, most of you yawning या फिर ऐसा face है क्यों रखा है हमें यहाँ पे. But then trust me, I have kept my medical situation at home aside for few hours for you guys. He is simultaneously multitasking with his job. She must have. Yeah, if you want to do something, I'm sure इसको कुछ देखना है. If she wants to do something, but then we are here for you guys. So, I'm very sure. Okay, I can understand, but then after some point, we have to be little serious about the life and career. पूरा देख के बात नहीं कर रहा, but at least हम लोग जितने भी घंटे के लिए है, that time we can be attentive and try and learn as much as we can because this exposure you don't get in general college, as far as I know from my friends. So that is it. Thank you.
Sir, I would now like to open the floor for the audience. Do anyone have any questions?
My question is for Sonam sir. You said that you have to adapt from once you finish your academics and you go into the corporate world, whether you have done an internship or not. But what if a person, if he or she wants to do a further education, should they prioritize only further education or do it side by side?
Well, that's a very good question. I had the same question back then when I completed my TY. So what I did was so again this is a mistake that I did. ठीक है? TY के बाद I started appearing for CAT, CET and so on so forth other exams for MBA course. Okay. So उसमें क्या हुआ? I wasted. I won't say wasted, but then in a way there was a backlog of 2 years. ठीक है? So तभी भी I had a question whether to do a job while simultaneously applying or preparing for these competitive exams or fully focused on the exams and then complete the course and eventually start working. Whereas what I did was I focused on the exams. I started with my academics and then started with my corporate journey. Okay. It could be different for someone else. It was different for me. You need to understand what is good for you. Uh, but I would still suggest after TY. अभी तो I'm sure आप सब लोग TY के हो क्या? Okay, so ठीक है. So मतलब if someone has not, if you guys have plans to do masters, this is the time to start preparing for your entrance exams. First thing first, if you have not started, while preparing for these exams, you can do a job simultaneously. ठीक है? Or else you can do some certifications, small time certifications, जैसे NISM में courses रहते हैं that you can do, or you can if you are able to manage courses like see a certified fraud investigator या फिर FRM, CFA ऐसे सभी manage हो पा रहा है तो you can try that also. And of course, a couple of also one more thing, which is top of the town in terms of corporate industry, is that there now, as we know that AI आ रहा है, the time is changing, automation हो रहा है, so on and so forth. So while applying for the jobs also, when we see the JD, what are the requirements or what are the expectations for the companies from us? Most of the MNCs are expecting someone who knows Python, someone who knows SQL. So ऐसे जो भी languages है ना, this is something that is going on in the market. So you can simultaneously very well learn those languages, and it is not out of the world. It is, though we are from the background of accountancy and finance, we can pretty well manage those courses. And something like data science is booming right now. So something related to that also can be done while you are preparing for the exams. So just to answer your question, there are multiple options to do, but it really depends on what is good for you. You have to kind of sit with people, talk with people, and evaluate your journey.
Anyone else? So with that, we have reached the conclusion.
Kind of evaluate your
This question, how do you manage? Apart from that, I just follow up and have more than 75% of attendance.
Well, how did you manage this? Just to answer the question, sir, NSS के events और जो भी events college के होते हैं, they very randomly or rarely used to clash with the lectures. So यहाँ पे कोई reason ही नहीं है for me to bunk the lectures. And classes नहीं लगाया था because इतना अच्छे से पढ़ा रहे थे. And studies is something that was priority. तो वो तो attend करना ही है. वैसे तो ऐसा कुछ मैनेज करने के लिए when you love something, when you want to do something and you really enjoy doing that, you will find ways. Simple.
I just like to add up, just as sir mentioned that 75% attendance, I think I was always on your borderline. So being the fact that was the case. But yes, trust me, when it comes to the exams, I was a person who I missed करता था. So the lectures which I have missed, I didn't able to connect the dots. So वो जो lectures miss होते हैं ना, that is something the most important lecture you always miss. When you feel that we have to the fight is there. In my case, whenever there is an exams appearing or probably whenever there is a presentations appearing, and when I used to go back and circle back to whatever they have teach that day or probably on that day lecture, I was like, ये क्या सब वो ईशान अवस्थी हो जाता था मेरा. So that is the case. So I think 75% attendance is just a case that you keep in your mind, but something which you are missing for that particular moment of that lecture, you are missed out for your lifetime. Just remember that class, that lecture is not going to happen again in your lifetime experience. Something that always keep in your mind and just don't think about 75% attendance. Just think about that. You have to attend that lecture for the once in a lifetime event that you're getting.
So with that, we have reached the conclusion of our symposium. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to all our distinguished speakers for sharing their insight and expertise, and a special thank you to all of you, our engaged and thoughtful audience, for your active participation throughout the event. I hope you found today's discussion both information and inspiring. Let us give one round of applause.
Very good, Dali, thanks. 2 minutes later, bus. So we have spoke all this while about the soft skills, hard skills, networking, so on and so forth. But then now we'll probably some of you will start thinking about ये तो ठीक है समझ लिया क्या important है क्या नहीं है वगैरह वगैरह. But then वो apply किधर करना है? So first you need to, according to me, what you need to first focus on is what your career path will be. As soon as you are able to figure this out कि ये मेरे को करना है, this is what I see doing in the long run. Like Steve Jobs have also said that it is very important for you not from the point of view of salary or designation or company's brand value per se. It's about what you enjoy doing for the next 30, 40 years of your life. And that's what career defines. Career is not like अभी मैंने masters कर लिया, ये कर लिया, वो कर लिया, job ले लिया, ये salary है, खत्म, my career is set. No, ये अभी तो शुरुआत है. And what you do until you are retired is what career defines, and at least for me. So you have to first find out your career path. जैसे भी करना है, figure it out. We are there to help you guys. Also, professors are also there. Once you are clear कि ये path पे मुझे चलना है, then you will understand. अच्छा, इसके लिए hard skills ये चाहिए, इसके लिए soft skills ये चाहिए. Networking मुझे करना है तो इसके लिए मेरे को यहाँ पे जाना पड़ेगा, मेरे को ऐसे लोगों से बात करना पड़ेगा, ये seminars में जाना पड़ेगा, so on so forth. So first clear your career path and then you move on to these topics that we discussed right now. अच्छा, इसके लिए hard skills ये चाहिए. ऐसे लोगों से बात करना पड़ेगा, ये seminars में जाना पड़ेगा.
Thank you once again, and I wish you all a wonderful rest of your day. Like you call Swagat Command
organize the session. This is organized by our department. Just a parting gift for our TY students for the 6th semester, so that they can recall all whatever they have done, the achievements they can actually realize while they see and hear speaking all of these. Earlier we thought we keep secret that these are our alumni students. But then Galileo actually started with, he was out of his emotion that I did this in this college, I learned this. So I thought of keeping that secret, and at the end we should say that these are our alumni who have achieved this position. And as a parting gift to our PFI students, I thought of this symposium, and I think you should start working on this now, if not in your first year, not even in your second years. Maybe while you're leaving this college, or maybe you're joining again with masters, you should part with us with this note that never it is going to be end. You can start a fresh beginning right now, and you can do that by asking them friendship or following them in LinkedIn. Start your branding, socializing. Eventually you will also end up here, and maybe next 4 to 5 years, if we are here, then we will calling all of you for your juniors to address. So I wish we have gone YouTube also, right? And I wish our first year and second year students should also see this program. As I was going through this program, this is wonderful, and I cannot imagine that the students who are nurtured here have gone to that space, and now they are nurturing our students here. So thank you so much. This college also allow us and to help us to bring out this kind of programs. And thank you for your listening, and maybe you will follow this PhD. Okay. There was no test today.
Students, there's a photo session. So this will be photo लेना है तो वहाँ chairs में.
Pindapan na nakakain mo. Lagi lang. Oh. Pindapan na nakakain mo. Sige lang.
Also.